Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777. And this is episode 2 of this mystery school vlog. Soaking up the sun, and so am I. Well, at least I was. Not anymore. Alright. So, greetings. Welcome. Just wanted to give a quick update because we're about to go live with the Sunday book study. And I want to kind of keep the commitment of doing this vlog daily. And I know I won't feel like doing it after the book study, so I want to go ahead and get it in now. Basically, if you do recall, last time I recorded, which was, hours ago, I talked about the app development. I talked about the different notes from a private collection that I got that included quite a few different titles in the bibliography. And I went ahead and dropped a bunch of money on all the books on that list. Half of them were not found on Amazon, so I had to get them from other places. But essentially, I have been graced with information that is not readily available. So, last time I did an unboxing of a few books that I got. I finished one of them, and I got about halfway through the other two. And it looks like, it just came from outside because I was checking the mail. I got another one that I'll be unboxing here soon. But just to give a quick update, the one that I actually did finish, because it was really good actually to me, is this one here, which is the Secret Inner Order Rituals of the Golden Dawn by Pat Zalewski. Now, honestly, I wouldn't really recommend this one for beginners because the Golden Dawn official book, the big thick one here, the rituals and the different practices it actually leaves off at is the 5-6 grade, which is about halfway through. So if you haven't done the rituals up to that grade, then the rituals in this book wouldn't really make sense. To be honest, this book here really was a lot about the history and little known events that were taking place behind the organization of the Golden Dawn and some of the members. Most people only know about Israel Regardie and Dion Fortune and Aleister Crowley, but there were a lot of different players involved that put together a system of magic for the world at large to use. And of course, most all of it was based off of either the Vedic tradition or the Egyptian tradition, with some hints to Mesopotamia. But yeah, this book was really cool because it included some of the advanced inner order rituals. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend it for beginners because there's a lot of stuff that you're expected to know before diving into that book. But it was a good book nonetheless. If you're somebody who is really excited about the Golden Dawn and you want to know everything there is about the Golden Dawn, then yeah, I'd recommend it. But if you're somebody that's just trying to learn how to do magic, don't do it. And you'll see why once you get it, right? The first whole section of the book is just detailing the history of that particular house, the Ware Ra school. I thought it was pretty cool. Gave me a lot of good ideas. It also gave me a lot of confirmation, especially just different concepts that I've been receiving about how there are actually astral teachers who are transmitting information all the time, and you kind of have to be at a certain level to receive that information properly without getting it all twisted and talking about galactic federations and whatnot. And I actually did hint at that yesterday before I even opened the book. So, like I said, that was really cool confirmation to see. The other two books that I got through but didn't quite finish was Tattwas and Gunas of Creation according to the Upanishads. And I got this suggestion from Shango. But this one is really good because it talks about, let's see here. This covers all the different manifestations of the Tattwas, not just the 5 elements that we normally hear about. This refers to the whole tree diagram, according to what we saw in Tattwa, right? And if your memory is lapsing a bit, we will go back here. to, I believe it was page 45, somewhere in the 40s. Yeah, page 45, where basically it shows this tree. And according to Tattwas and these OGs like Swami Satchisangananda Saraswati, all these are considered Tattwas. Not just the 5 tanmatras that we know of, right? Akasha, air, fire, water, and earth, but all of these, including Maya, right? These are known as the 25 Tattwas. And basically, this book goes into detail about, what's going on with each one of those. As you can see, the 4 Tattwas, the 5 Tattwas, 8, 9, 16, all the way down to 32 and beyond. If you read the book Samkhya Darshan, they also talk about some of the extra Tattwas that are not listed. But anyways, this was really cool because this kind of gives an alternate Tattwa meditation and some more background on where the practice originated from, like the original Upanishads. And I'm glad I brought these 2 books together because it actually referenced Yoga Tattva Upanishad, right? So, and again, this is pretty much the actual Yoga Tattva Upanishad. If you don't know, the Upanishads were a collection of different books that were written a long time ago that detailed how the universe is structured. And this particular one goes in on the Tattwas. And this book is basically just a translation of the Sanskrit, the original writing, and it gives some detail on it. And if you've read the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, then you'll notice that it's written in a very similar style, right? How it pretty much has the Sanskrit, and then it defines what each of the words meant, and then it gives some commentary about that scripture, right? So I thought it was really good, really good. Okay, but yeah, didn't mean to go off too far on a tangent. Just wanted to say that yeah, the books that I received yesterday on the book opening, I've gone through them and they are pretty cool. I'm glad I bought them, and I can definitely see how they will help in the construction of the app, specifically the first module that I'm creating called the Inner Light Activation System. And what I found from these books and from the private documents that I received is that the foundation of magic is the Tattwas, right? If you don't have a clear understanding on the Tattwas and how they work and how to purify them within yourself, the to the degree that you're able to purify the Tattwas within yourself is to the degree that you're going to be able to harness those abilities associated with the Tattwas. And what I'm talking about is clairvoyance, which is associated with the Agni, fire Tattwa. Things like clair audience, which is associated with the Akasha Tattwa, right? Each one of the Tattwas are attached to one of the elements. You feel me? So, to the degree that you're able to purify and connect with these 5 elements, is to the degree that you're able to utilize the abilities within yourself. That's why this course is going to be called the Inner Light Activation System, right? Because this is activating the inner light within you. And like I said, this is a system that I put together based on everything that I've learned here from the different Vedic texts. Okay, so didn't want to make this too long because we do have the live stream today in like 2 hours. But just going through all this, going through this book about the Golden Dawn and the Kabbalah, and then also going through these 2 books about the Tattwas, really showed me and put me in the direction of what book we're going to go into for the next book study, right? And if you recall, a few books ago we did Mystical Kabbalah, right? And then we jumped to Tattwas, and all this now has taken me back to, what happened? Peace, Wild Brazil. Peace, Jim M. Says we got 16 people here in the chat. Let me know if you're here. Give me a greetings or a peace or whatever. And hit that like button because, like I said before, liking the video lets YouTube know that this type of content is what you guys want to see. Anthony Hardy, peace. Stray Panther, peace. D Zadis, peace. Heroin Father, I said it right that time. Peace. Nuru, peace. All right, just checking. I saw that there were people here, but I didn't know if anybody was here because there wasn't any comments. But Yeah, Justin Simmons. Good to see you. But yeah, just getting back to what I was saying. Studying the Tattwas deeply and thoroughly made it astoundingly clear to me how important the Tattwas are, right? And like I said, that reminded me of mystical Kabbalah, right? Because all this stuff is still intertwined. And the next book study we're going to go into is pretty much going to be Ophiel's The Art and Practice of Kabbalah Magic. Because at the time of me studying this and doing the book reading and everything like that, I didn't understand about the Tattwas, right? But right here in the front cover, what do you see? What do you see right here in the front cover of this very same book? Right? So here we have the different Tattwa combinations, right? And how they've got this thing arranged. This is the back cover here. They're arranged in the fashion of the Tree of Life. So this definitely shows you what Tattwas are behind the different spheres of the Tree of Life. Right? So this is really tying in this Vedic science with the Hermetic science. I'm telling y'all, it's all connected. It's all connected, and you're seeing this right here, right now in real time. So this is why I decided it would be a great idea to go back over Ophiel's The Art and Practice of Kabbalah Magic, because personally, I want to take another look at it with my newfound discoveries on the Tattwas. Right? I think that this is excellent, because before we knew a little bit about Kabbalah. You know, some of you may have known more, some of you may not have known anything at all. But that book was certainly an eye-opener. But imagine going back to it now that we understand a bit more, a lot more about the Tattwas. King Baphomet says Polaria. Yeah, that would be a great book, but that requires a whole lot of context to understand before diving into it. If we lost people going through Initiation of Hermetics, we will damn sure lose people going through Polaria and the White Stone. If you read that book, then you know what I'm talking about. I like to keep things connected because this is how people learn. We learn when we're able to connect dots. If we jump straight to Polaria and the White Stone, no dots will be connected, my friend. Right? That's going more often to Necronomicon territory, which I do plan on doing, but it wouldn't make sense with everything else that's going on right now. What's good, Shango? Peace, peace. Yeah, so when we go on live, bro, I would love to discuss more about this this book here, Tattwas and Gunas of Creation according to the Upanishads, because you certainly put me on that. And yeah, this definitely has supplementary info that would go right along with Tattwa Shuddhi, because she talks, well, the author of this book goes into each of the Tattwas associated with that diagram on page 45 of this book here, right? How she considered each one of those aspects of that little tree there as an individual Tattwa. And she gives a little bit of information in here, and it's really good and clear. But this book right here goes more into it, and I really like to see that. I like to see that everything's connected, because, like I said, that's the best way that people learn, when you're able to fill in the blanks and connect stuff, right? Not just jumping from subject to subject. But anyways, like I said, I wanted to do just a quick vlog to talk about what I was doing with this, what's going on behind the scenes. Like I said, I'm still working on this app. As a matter of fact, this is all part of the app, because I'm putting all this together in a comprehensible, package that anybody can come into at their own speed and really get this stuff memorized. So without further ado, let's get to this unboxing. All right. Well, what do you know? It even has the number 72 on it. All right. Are you guys super excited to see what has come in the mail? I know I am. And once again, I forgot to grab my stand. Maybe I can put it over here and make this super dramatic. How are you guys doing this morning? Maybe not. King Baphomet says, what about Blavatsky and the Gnostic? Yeah, so the Theosophical Society can be attributed, and we can be thankful for them to really sticking to the Eastern influence, because that's what I've been seeing here, that a lot of this Hermetic stuff is all founded upon the Eastern sciences, namely the Vedic stuff, which is what I've been talking about. Thankfully, the Theosophical Society brought a lot of the Eastern emphasis to the forefront. As a matter of that's gonna be heavy. Yeah, and again, that's gonna be super heavy for a beginner. And I understand that YouTube being a public-facing thing, it's not gonna make sense to go deep into that kind of thing, right? What I would love to establish with the help of this app is to, have a collection of people who are prepared to go deep, so we can go into these deep subjects, right? It wouldn't be smart to do it publicly because, you know, people aren't gonna follow it. So, yeah, down the line, most certainly. But right now, we can talk about it in general. But how many people here have read Blavatsky's work? You know what I'm saying? Foresight says gunas. That's a word I've heard Bobby Hemmett use along with ohas. Yeah, all Vedic stuff. All Vedic stuff. Okay, so King Baphomet asks, do I have that book? Yes, I do. And what's coming in the mail, part of what I purchased on my spree, is actually a, what do you call it? I forgot the name of it, but basically one of her students broke it down into layman's terms. So it's kind of like a Cliff Notes, basically. If you stay tuned, I'll be unboxing that when it arrives. So anyways, let's get to this book. So, I believe somebody recommended this on the last live stream. Yeah, this was Shango again. Awesome. So yeah, I bought this last Sunday and it finally arrived a week later. What am I paying Amazon Prime for? Okay, so we're gonna add this to my study of all these Goetia books. This is one that I should have had first off. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's got Lon Milo Duquette's name on it is gonna be top-notch occult work. So yeah, quite excited to get through this. I don't really care too much for the illustrations because I think that kind of ruins the experience. I've seen some people complain because Goetia books don't have drawings and sketches in it, but these people don't understand that this stuff is supposed to be your personal interpretation. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Anthony Hardy says, one who knows one book knows none. Yes, that's Bobby Hemmett quote right there. He who knows one book knows none. And what he meant by that is you got certain people who base their entire philosophy on one book. And then you have other people who do studies on multiple books to get multiple perspectives and kind of connect the dots in between. I can't do it any other way. Perfect. So yeah, thank you for this suggestion, Shango. I got 2 books off your suggestion and both of them have been winners. I mean, I know this is going to be a winner because I got the PDF and I read a lot of it. But yeah, good stuff. All right, so come back here in about an hour or 2 and we're going to talk about some more stuff, see what the rest of the group has been up to. Good morning, Moby. Good to see you. But yeah, like I mentioned, I think it will be a great idea, a superb idea for us to go back into Ophio's work, the art and practice of Kabbalah magic. Why? Because, like I just showed, as soon as you crack open that cover, first thing you see are the Tattwas, right? Now, what he's doing in this book is he is teaching Kabbalah through the perspective of the Tattwas. And at the time, I did not have a clear understanding of what was going on with the Tattwas. It was kind of confusing, just to keep it real. It was confusing, so I didn't really say much about it. Right? I had an understanding of Kabbalah, but I didn't have an understanding of the relation with the Tattwas. Now, after going through Tattva Shuddhi extensively, after going through, Tattva Bodha, which is a recommendation I got from Amar, going through Nature's Finer Forces, which is an OG book about the Tattwas, and, digging through this, it was kind of a speed read, so I didn't really digest it thoroughly, but I will definitely be going back through this because, like I said, the whole first initiation in my app is going to be the inner light activation system, and that's going to be all about using these Tattwas to awaken within yourself your inner psychic ability. So I'm going to prepare for the live stream. I hope you guys get value out of this. If you do get value out of this, go ahead and smash that like button, because this is what lets YouTube know that my content is watchable and you guys are watching it and you want to see more of it. All right, so does anybody have any questions, any comments? Are you excited about the app? Because I'm excited about it every day. This is what I'm living and breathing right now, packaging all this stuff up so that it can be delivered in my own structure, so that it won't be blocked or throttled or any of that nonsense. Deleted. All right. Like how different cultures use the prana or ki and chi to dive into that. Yeah. Yes, yes. 12 powers of man. All right, let's get it. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm excited. I stay excited. Like, this is literally what I do all day. Like, I don't go hang out. I didn't go to the club last night. This is what I do, 100%. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to give you a more elaborate behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, with like a really cool studio and all that shit, but this is it right here. Me and the dinner table, which has been converted into my study, right? Stacks of books that I'm going through all damn day long, right? Got to stay hydrated, you know. I finished this whole bad boy. Didn't go to sleep last night since that last video. Coffee and water. Yeah, just to kind of keep you guys posted, because as I'm working on this app and putting all this stuff together, I'm not going to be making as much content as I usually do. So this is going to suffice. I hope you like it. All right, stay tuned. This is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777. I love you guys. Peace. Distilled water. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Bam. All right, I'm out.